We're back in action. And you know what? I am in the mood. I hope I don't regret it, but I like a little Sonic and chill sometimes. Oh, come on. What's happening? Where'd my music go? Okay, so turning on my music makes it go away. Jeez. Yo, figure it out. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No scuff. No scuff allowed. Alright, we need to find some reference. And here we can do it. Let's use the same format we did for the Midna. Lovely Midna. Do what we gotta do. Fill the back layer with white and lock the canvas. Lock our white layer, and this will make it impossible for us to draw on the background. So everything we do will be transparent, and that'll be great. We'll draw with some gray, and let's take a minute to just get. We gotta find some Purah references. Purah vida. And we're not gonna get picky. The only stipulation is no AI. So let's find some human art if we can. If we can. Jeez, it's so hard. Is this for real? Is this real? If possible, I'd like it to be referenced from the original game art. Maybe. This pose is cute. So this is a great one. How can I see this without it? There we go. I just want to steal this art and use it for my own nefarious purposes. And it better not be in that silly WebP format. PNG, that'll do. That's got the look, right? We like that. Link gives it his thumbs up. Does not look like AI. Happy about that. Oh shoot. I want to do better. This is Purah by Sevisia. Ooh, fur affinity. We need to watch our step on this site. That's what I hear. If I can, I want to be a better neighbor to the this is a good one too. At first glance, I was dismissive, but I like the... Okay, see how we've got angle and shoulder on this? And on here, we kind of have the opposite. We can work with that. And I'm not going to... What I like is the attitude here. There's a depiction here. Draw it differently. Do it in your style, right? This is by... According to this, it's by Blue Skittles Art. In print. Oh, look at this. You can make... metal size? Can you order these things as prints? Is this what I should be doing? Canvas print? In print? Can I make money by... Look, this person is selling Zelda fan art. $59.50. What am I doing? I need to, at least for myself, order me some good merch. Okay, so we like that. Blue Skittles Art, providing some good inspiration. I'll get one more if I can. It's kind of a cool look. Ah, that was a GIF. There we go. It's just a game still. Here, I'm going to steal it right here. Not a lot of detail. I'm gonna work with that. My wife is texting me that she's heading home. So we may not have as much time as I was hoping, but I can get a sketch in. What's this cosplay interest? I'll skip that. Let's work with this for now. And it all started, the inspiration from Sullivan was here. Drop a like, drop a follow. Good art, good Zelda fan art right there. All right. Let's try to squeeze in one sketch. This will be a short stream. Unfortunately, life calls, but we can still respond to the call. All right. Not picking up the phone, boo. I am streaming right now. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Have open sketch here, and also a reference image. Here. But we're not going to rote copy it. It'll be a study, but a draw this in your style kind of thing. Makes sense? All right, let's see how far we get. Let's just focus on the head. That's the challenge. It's too big. We need room for... How do you identify what this is? Just got like Mickey Mouse ears. Right now I'm just drawing with an airbrush to well, let's think. Do we want her... I like the idea of her tilting head back a little bit. Right? Does she normally have a paintbrush? Is that her thing? I love this already. Do a quick save. Pura vida. She could be grabbing her glasses, I suppose. It's something interesting. Draw her first. Draw her beautiful first, then get the rest in there. Certainly more accustomed to drawing full bodies, but feels a little close. Angle's a little high. Wait a second. What does... Okay. Okay, Boxers put a link in the chat. This is cool. Yeah, I see that now. I was thinking she could, like, tweak her glasses. Although I do appreciate the, I guess she does do that. Let's see how far I get like this. I don't normally use this little brush for drawing, but I can see it being something that might be helpful for me to might help me a little bit to not get so detail-oriented just to start, but at the same time, here I am sort of messing up. Nothing wrong with the little challenge. She's white eyebrows, huh? Okay, that's helpful. And a headband or something? Should they be low on her face? No, I like them up a little bit like that. oversized. Just like that really big. Yeah. Interesting. Hey, Nuzakara. What's up? Thanks for raiding in. I'm attempting to draw Purah from Breath of the Wild, right? This is a little bit of a cheat because I've never actually played Breath of the Wild, so I should know better, right? I'm looking at this, heard good things. Okay, me too. We'll see if it comes through. First off, I'm using a brush I wouldn't normally go with to start, but I'm about to switch it up and do a different one. But it's fun. You study character design. How you been? But I think it's an additive additive to the base of Breath of the Wild, guessing DLC. I'm not sure. She's like this, like, gadget. Working on a design assignment. Are you in school? School? For a different major? Yes. Okay. So not, it's not like an art assignment? You know what she should have is like a book right here. Right? That makes sense, right? I think I want the head tilting back and the body sort of leaning forward. Very clearly like that. Can't tell if someone's trying to talk to me in my room. I've got the music cranked up too loud. Shoutouts were given. Shoutouts bestowed. Oh, looks like she just has funky gloves on her hand. Like they're short on purpose. So that's just her way. She's just got short gloves. I think my brother might have done that, because the shout out was demanded and well deserved, but I think the actual execution of the shout out was done by my brother, who mods when he has time. Okay, enough of this brush, giving me all these challenges. Switch up to something else. Is this the one? Want it a little bit different. This one might be okay. I'm going to tweak the settings on this one. There we go. I remind myself that we're just doing a sketch. This doesn't have to be anything finished at all. Because I can't draw for much longer. My wife is already on her way home, and I got to get the kids in bed and such. So we'll just see how far we get. But I appreciate people raiding in. That's awesome. Were you drawing earlier, Nuzukara? I hope so. I'm sorry I haven't been able to check out your streams recently. What were you drawing? Character design for an online art assignment. Awesome. What kind of character? I mean, I can just go. Do you save your VODs? Do they hang around online? I can look at them. Unfortunately, not this time. Gotta save up on space. Hey, buddy, what's up? What are you saying, buddy? The lights weren't on when you came in here? Of course they are. The lights are on right now. Oh, the hallway has dark lights. They're not on. Oh, I see. Oh, show me your screenshot then. Robbie, come say hi. Come over here. Oh.
Hi.
Let's see here. How do I do this? Right here. Hold on. You don't have to touch it. Do you see yourself? Don't touch the buttons. Ah. Take a look. Are you gonna take a bath? Are they pouring a bath for you? Go take a bath. Is that what they're doing? Hopefully they're giving you a bath. Go see. The hallway might be dark. I don't know. That's my boy. Bath time, yeah. Alright. Bath time will score me a little bit extra time. Spitting image right there, you're telling me. He's actually a really good, he reminds me a lot of when my little brother was a kid. Just in his, like, his way, his mannerisms, and his love of sweet candy, and you know, he loves to basically sneak into the cupboard and eat as much sugar as he can, and you know, I tell him to knock it off, and he just laughs and ignores me, eats more sugar. All right, we have a nice, decent base. Oh, here. I don't need to stare at my giant head. All right, decent base of a head. I think I want. There we go. She sort of has this forlorn look, but I like the idea of her having like a wry smile nonetheless. She's got to have these sort of like sexy, sleepy chick eyelids, right? That always looks good. That always looks good. That always looks good. We're sort of speed running this. We're sort of testing the waters as like is Max working on large like tableau concept art pieces the way to go, or should I just be drawing like the best fan art that I possibly can involving attractive characters from this series in close-ups with no backgrounds and no context? And we know what the you sent the image in chat. Oh, let me click here. Oh, sorry. Oh, this looks awesome. Engineer or mechanic. Can I pull it into the stream? I'm gonna assume you have okay, there we go. Giving me permission for it. This looks great. Okay, and I see the corresponding shape. Awesome. I can tell they're not finished. These look great. I won't say anything other than they look great. They look great. If you want a critique, I could give it, but I don't. I'm curious to see what your feedback will be as well. Actually, no critiques, even if you want them, because I'm in speed run mode. So, but those look wonderful. Do me a favor. Tell me what your teacher tells you, and then I'll tell you what I would tell you. Actually, no. Get the feedback from your teacher, and then let me know when you got it. And then I'll tell you my feedback, and then we'll compare my feedback to your teacher's feedback, because then you can tell it to me. Does that make sense? Yeah, of course. It's focus time. But that would be a fun experiment. That makes sense? Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Got that eye line kind of knocked out right away. Not perfect, but it's kind of there. I'm curious too if friends of mine give me different responses as well after getting feedback. This is well on its way. One thing I'll definitely point out is often hard hats are bigger than they're easy to, it's easy to draw them too small. Don't necessarily adjust anything on account of that. But if you look at like how a hard hat, the relationship between like a hard hat and the hat that the head that it sits on can often be bigger than what you might guess it is. They can be bigger. They can also sit very high in the head. It varies a lot. Just something I've learned over the years from drawing helmets. All right, back to speedrun. Not sure if it should encompass the circumference of the skull around the crown or take up space with the hair too. Well, the thing about those hard hats is there's a rim inside that sits on it that is separate from the hat itself. So it's not just like the thin bit of helmet underneath. You know what I mean? So there's at least like a centimeter's worth of distance from the inside of the helmet to the skull. And probably more than that. I'm not necessarily sure. Should I do the cleavage version or the? I guess that's what she has right here. That's interesting. A little bit of an open mouth. It's not a bad thing. I don't know if this looks like her at all, but once we slap glasses on her, it'll look like her. Kind of make it more framed in the face with the hair. On top of the model of them, it feels very artificial how it sits on them, given that the hair isn't pushing it up or being flattened around the hard hat. If they have hair, I'm looking forward to getting home some feedback from the instructor and seeing what you think about it. Can't wait to see this Purah piece. It's going to stay in rough sketch mode. This was a little bit of a last minute switch up from what I started working on earlier today. Look, Purah does have long ears, even though apparently we don't see them all the time. I kind of want to, though. What else we got? What other? Yeah, Boxer had a link. See her ears here either. Wonder why not. Flip the canvas again. Okay, not looking too bad. There we go. to make sure those eyelids droop across the pupil. Maximum effect. Alright, that's getting there. See what we mean? And yeah, we're not going to finish nothing, but it's fun to see how far we can get. I have the angle going the wrong way here. Small detail, but I like to be accurate with that stuff when I can. Won't hurt much. I don't know what this music is, but we'll let it go for a minute. I attempt to stay in the zone. If her head is tilted up, it makes sense to see a lot of the underside of some of this hair. And less of what's on top. I'm not sure if I did a great job of making sure that her hair is feeling that effect. Where's this costume go? Can I do this without being ridiculous about it? That's the challenge. doesn't seem to... I don't know. Everybody else is doing it. Alright. Of eyeshadow. I'll mess up everything else and I'll just put lots of eyeshadow on it. All is forgiven. Gotta remember to save. You know what the real can I do this? I'll do that on a separate layer, but I've got the idea, at least, for having a... She could be tucking a pencil behind her ear, right? I'm making notations. What if there's like a notebook right here? Might read too much like she's a waitress. That right. I don't know if I scared off all the raiders from drawing art like this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. This strange device on her head. Save. Because the world knows when you are on a roll. It'll say, who told you you could draw something that looks cool? You crash now. Don't know what this thing on her head is. But we like a stiff antenna and all it represents. Let's go back. So that was a trap. You want to avoid having concentric circles outside of the focal point of a composition, because concentric circles, like the one featured here, if you draw so you can see I drew them sloppy, whereas at first glance I'd like, oh, here's concentric circles. I'll show everybody how lovely I can draw them, and that's not the thing to do. Not unless you want a lot of attention on whatever it is that has those concentric circles. They draw the eye too much. It's too they're too self-important. All this stuff on her head is just gobbledygook. It's not important. So we need to reduce it to the level of a vibe. It's all it deserves to be. A thing is there. People can see that is happening. Give them nothing to look at and compare it to whatever could or could not be accurate. There's no point in making it more than it needs to be. in my opinion. I don't know what this weird hair thing on her head. It's like, what kind of hairstyle is that? Scroll Reaper rating in. Hey, bud. I'm glad you were streaming. Were you streaming and I didn't know? I didn't know you. News to me. Or is it? I don't know. I mean, we should all be streaming. This is the new. Finally got into it a bit. I'm excited. Well, I'm distracted today, but I will return the favor one day. Hey, Dad, come on in. A nice, tiny mini flashlight. Thank you. I'm streaming, so that's the. Okay, so that's... I'm just chatting with people. We can chat if you need to, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm. Perfect. Thank you so much. Flashlight for my son's project. Well, Scroll Reaper, you know that I was holding out on getting into the this type of artwork, but here I am. The chat's quiet now, but it's nothing to be yeah, I know, right? I'll get up to speed quick with this stuff. This is a... oh, I don't know. Let's just say I've done my research. Actually, I like the idea of... let me go back on that. I like the idea of her having darker skin somehow than the clothes that she's wearing. Did I already... has the ship sailed on that? Yeah. Can I reclaim that? Looks awesome. It only looks awesome. What are you trying to say? No. Thank you. I'm kind of pushing it in some ways, but you know what, screw it. It's coming out decently so far. I'm not too remember to save, and then let's flop it. Make sure it doesn't. That's not a disaster at all. That's great. There might be some. Probably do some small tweaks after the stream. So I have to add that awesome doesn't begin to describe it, it's just a feeble word. It's like my... just how overshaded can I possibly make this? And still have it look good. I've been doing similar pieces, took a break from commissions to prepare for Lunar New Year stickers and other themed stickers. Okay, cool. Sounds like a worthy diversion. I like the idea. I'll draw this on a new layer. Oops. And I can't go too much longer. My my kids are in the bath as soon as they get out. Is it okay to share? Yeah, just take a peek. Don't throw off my flow, but definitely post it. I'll take a quick look. The hard part of this is, I don't know, getting a good base. That's basically done now. So I'm gonna try and freehand a hand. The base is the hardest part. The rest of this is going to draw itself, whether or not I pay attention to it. Where it's like, it knows what it needs to be now, and it's just like a matter of, you know, can I land it? And then it's like, it's been trying to figure out good compositions, especially for this snake theme. It's tricky. Okay, when you post it, I'll digest it. I might not actually try to critique it or anything right now. Nuzakara, I'm not sure if they're still in the chat, but they posted one of their pieces that they're working on, and what I told them, because it was going to be submitted to, this for like a art class assignment, and I asked them to bring it back when it's done, and they got the feedback from their instructor, and because I knew what I was going to say, but I'm curious to hear what they were going to say, so we can compare notes between me and the instructor. You know, we're just jotting ideas for now. I'm going to open it just to open it. Okay, this looks cool. I can see what you mean about the parallels. Here, we love to share. Scroll Reaper, can I bring it in for a second? You never say no. Here we go. So, yeah. Okay, so these are cool. You can see we're working on our, there's a pretty girl theme going on right now. So this, especially right here. This is right in the ballpark. Looking good. Progress looking good. Keep it up. We love to see it. Okay, and Nuzakara and Scroll Reaper, thank you for sharing as well. We love to see it. Round of applause, round of applause. Trying to think here. So this is a character I've never drawn before, and I have no personal experience with, so I have to do it all from the just guessing really about what is. Obviously, we have the references for the character. That's not something I don't have, but it's unlike other characters like the Midna or Link or Zelda. It's like I know what their way is, but this is a little bit of a guess. But Purah is her name, and she is a fan art favorite. That's how I've known and seen her, and she's often just sort of portrayed in this sort of cheesecake manner. So hopefully I'm not out of my element. She's kind of like this steampunk wet fantasy, not entirely a theme I'm unfamiliar with, so it's not necessarily a huge reach for me to sort of get it, but it does present some challenges. This track seems cool. Purah, intelligent, sassy. Okay, yeah, you scrolled up in the chat to see Nuzakara stuff. Yeah, I thought it was cool. They were, you could see the shapes. That's essentially the assignment, sort of character design based on shape language and stuff like that. So let it be known, I am not a like a proficient or experienced character designer. That's not anything I've had to throw my efforts in sometimes when clients are. God, I heard my children screaming. I think everything's okay. Interesting use of sounds for this beat. I'm not sure what we're listening to, and I'm so in the zone. At least I haven't given myself a welcome to Creme Croc Industries. This must be from Donkey Kong Country. Can we do something like this? What is this? What if we just put this on repeat? We all know this track. Right? Aquatic ambience, correct. My children are screaming, squealing and screaming across the house. Something a little bit. Make it look like she's got a book here. So she's being like scholarly, you know. Maybe it's tucked in. I got it now. It's like tucked in under her elbow. It'll be a nice. It'll provide a contrasting shape. Let's think about this. How could it look? It's so like not important, but it'll. Right. Stupid program. Do you see what I'm doing here? Right. Do we believe it? Do we see it? Hunt and find the layer. Something like that. This part is excessive. Purah, keeper of knowledge. But you know what? This book has to be a big one. She likes big books. Right. Yeah. You think you may not you think you may like books, but you don't like books this big. I could make 1,000 jokes. She needs to study hard. Yeah, all the bad things. All right, I'm sorry. I don't normally. It's because of the content. This is the. I was forced into this against my will. A victim of circumstance. I'm getting no pleasure at all from drawing a beautiful character. That's why I'm rushing. I'm just getting it over with as fast as possible. And then I think at some point I'll put on I'll put a design on, you know, it'll be like Triforce or something. Let the record show I already spent an hour this day on an earlier stream drawing bokoblins falling to their death, and you know, this is I'll have to flop it. This is a versatile tool, but sometimes I just can't get the angle that I need. With the pen, I have to flop it or cheat it, like crank my hand around the other way. And then with the microphone here, it's kind of impossible. Do that. Yep. We all like it when books have those rivets, right? Big bound books. Riveting. Accurate. Oh, Sextra, welcome back. Did you just come back? You can't leave the stream. You'll miss it. You'll miss it all. No, it's all in the VOD. It'll be up later. No, it's okay. How's it look so far? I mean, we have to draw the. Looks real good. Okay. That doesn't sound very good. It sounds like you hate it. This for me would be more than done. I will probably call it a let me see what I can do to sort of sweeten it up. But the she needs glasses, so I'll put those in. Here's a bit of Max trivia, though. Glasses are really hard to draw for me. I don't know, so if I mess those up, you'll still love me, right? All right. We got to do the oversized ones. There we go. That's good. However, you can see the undersketch lines really make it unique. Yeah, the energy is there, and and it's to the point of what you were saying. It's like more than done. You have to leave stuff in reserve so that the viewer can take part in completing this. Spark their imagination and let them finish it in their heads, right? Right. Trying to draw glasses well. Challenge. Impossible. Difficulty. Impossible. That's not bad. There's some things I want to tweak. I'll keep going for a few more minutes. My kids are still in the bath. I can hear them. Like, what are these things here poking out of her head? My brother dropped a reference earlier that I need to take a look at. Here we go. What is this? Okay. If we look at this, she's got some like chopsticks sticking out of her head, right? We gotta get those in there. So I'm gonna put those over here. But yeah, seeing the underlines, I mean, I should be able to turn those off. I'll just do that, right? But it's charming to feel it. In my office at my house, I have a Post-it note. When I first started streaming and told my wife, I was like, I think I'm gonna like try to make this a regular thing. I think I can help teach people and stuff like that, because there was a blah 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 blah. But I before I start ranting about AI, but basically I was like trying to think of like different themes or ideas to sort of show that humans can do more than AI, and I really alighted on some timely lectures about the Italian Renaissance artist Michelangelo, and how his sketches within his own lifetime were prized not because they were made of expensive marble or contained pigments from faraway lands or were encrusted with jewels like many art pieces of his time were. There were worthless pieces of rag paper that were recognized in their time as being worth it, worth having, worth seeking and possessing by the Italian aristocracy, because they showed the mind of the brilliant artist. So showing that mind, and my wife wrote down on a post-it note, and I have it on my office wall. It says, "Show your work," right? And it's sort of like there's like more than one meaning to it, right? Like, show your work, meaning like, you know, show me what you're working on, but also show how you worked it out, basically, right? Okay, so we have a nice piece here. I can tell my kids are out of the bath now, so it's going to be time to wind it down. But really quickly, I'll probably see what I can do to... Don't need that. Just do a quick save. I'm pretty happy with this. It's not too bad. Could benefit from... I like the brushworks, it's really cool. Yeah, I've decided I'm going... Like, normally, it's sort of funny how I, like, come all the way around to this. No, it's like the brush I use for my work, right? Or storyboarding. It's just versatile. You just get a lot done really quickly. But in the beginning, I was like, well, that's just a hack. I don't want to be using that for, you know, my serious pieces. But now I'm realizing it's like, that's me, and that's why people are going to like the stuff that I do, right? Because it's the mark of the artist, and it's distinctive to me, or at least I don't see many artists using this sort of stuff a lot. Can I tweak a couple things? Now, because I drew with gray, at least I think I did, it should be possible to burn in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so check this out. Squirrel Reaper says, I saw this the other day. I thought it could be an interesting / difficult challenge based on whatever animal. I'm going to click this. Oh, interesting. I mean, this is good art. Combine the... I mean, it's got a render that is... Okay, like a fun cat pose. Oh, so I'll just bring this in. I'm not sure if I would have put the tail there specifically, but... This is cool. Like, find a pose of an animal doing something, and then put a human in that pose, huh? It's definitely a wild pose. Kudos to the artist for a very challenging thing, but this is pushing it as far as... like, I get that her hips theoretically could be here, but... Anyway. Distortion is an artist's friend, and they have seized on that. I'll tell you what I do like, I don't see this often, is this sort of dark elbow treatment. That's kind of cool. Not an elbow guy or anything like that, but, you know, this person knows their stuff, took the time to shade the fingertips and stuff. Face looks good, despite being like 3D. You know, that's tricky to pull off. I'll have to try that sometime. I like it. All right. Makes this look tame. Okay, so because we drew with gray, let me do a quick save again. Because this is like when you're speed running, you know, you don't get to do save states and stuff. But this is we're not exactly doing that, right? Okay, so I have a dodge and burn tool, so that allows me to go in and darken the gray to make it darker like black if I want to, where I want to. That's too much. It doesn't need a lot, but... Oop. There we go. Alright. I like my hacks. These are little tricks of the trade, huh? It's looking very complete. Smaller strokes, smaller brush, right here. Ooh, got a hot rod in the hood. And I love my vignetting, so we gotta do some of this. Cool. And one thing that they try to teach you in Renaissance school is that if you can put an eyeball in the middle of the composition. And it looks like we managed to do that. But I think I might prefer to nudge it just a little bit. So let's do that. And get it right down the middle. I don't think that hurt more than it helped, so that's good. Turn that off. I want to see if I can do a quick... That's not what I'm doing, but it's trying to select the negative space. Invert it. Turn this off. Hide, and now we can paint into that negative space, even if it's rough. Oh, whoops. Well, that still looks really awesome. I meant to invert it though. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go away from darker. It's a cool effect. I'll use it in some places. Doesn't need it everywhere. Yeah, better than to go back to what we had discovered just a second ago, is that this looks pretty good. Fairly organized. Maybe not as much as all that. I want her hair to be white, but white on white is a little tricky. I might be able to get the right effect just by adding highlights if I want to. And I think I do. And everything is like already saved many times. I can go back to earlier versions. Like if it really is being like I'm pushing it too far, I'll know that and I'll just go back. Let's see what we can do here with these. Pop every highlight in the universe, but let's see what we can do. Since she does have white eyebrows, set those off. Do this all day. That might be it. Get a few strokes in there. Maybe less is more, but I feel like that's got the impact. It's pretty good. I'll poke at it more. But I'm not seeing a lot that I want to hugely change. I mean, maybe some of this could be softened up a little bit better. Oops. Let's flop it again. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it looks like that was just a layer I can turn off if I want to. It's really not bad. everything in now is going to be sort of diminishing returns. So I don't want to make perfect the enemy of the good, you know what I mean? Don't know if we need the super dark cleavage line right there. Can I then lighten that up somehow? Yeah, it just doesn't need to be that dark, right? Simultaneously, we can make clothing lines a little bit more distinct. Layers on multiply. I think that's better. She has these dark gloves. If I start adding tone, it's not a quick sketch anymore. So we gotta, if I have to like actually start coloring dark things as dark and light things as light, it's certainly not a quick sketch anymore at that point. So probably worth just leaving alone. Do you think I should sign these? Not sure if I should. I'm trying to like... Yes, definitely. Alright, I will. I don't know, I kind of want to use a different signature than the one I normally do. Again, I'm pushing it too hard. If and when these do get reposted without your permission, people are going to want to find them. Yeah. I don't mind. That's the thing, like... kind of why I'm not really able to share the brushes. A few people have asked about the brushes, and I'm like, I can't really share them because the program I use is not one of those programs that lets you export brushes the same way that... Like, you can export brushes in Painter, but you can't then take them into Photoshop. There's not going to do anybody any good unless they have the exact same program that I'm using. How good is that? A little shading right It's tricky, but I can attempt to erase this line by drawing into it with white, because I locked off the pixels. Yeah, the only thing I think is still pretty imperfect is the do I dare? Something ridiculous like that. No. Doesn't even look right. Let's keep the focus where it belongs. Do it with the boob stuff. Overdo it. Overdo it. Overdo it. No. The boobs are well within the tolerable limits of, this is not going to keep me up at night, but sometimes I like to experiment, see if I can learn something. I gotta find the guy who drew those boobs. It's like something is catching. It just feels like it's Whoa. What happened? It's doing that thing. It's doing that fucking thing again. Do brush stroke. It's the file got fucked. I think I saved it. Jesus Christ. Well, it's on the stream at least, but man, holy moly. This is why I don't endorse this program that I use. It's completely bonkers. All I did was undo something and it lost its shit, started to delete things. I don't know what to do. On the off chance that, here, let's undo as far back as we can and just see what happens. Undo, yeah, just go back, and then, yeah, see, it did nothing. Everything is still, it's weird. Save this anew, and then open the most recent save. Yeah, we're not in a terrible place. I mean, it's gonna suck, but I can go back and look at a different version. Call it X. Jeez. Man, quit out this program. See what I mean? The shit. You gotta save. Well, we'll see. I mean, I feel like I saved it right when it was pretty darn good. And then I just started messing around with boob stuff, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, look at that. I missed the, missed a bit. The highlights in the hair. All right, that's gonna be enough. Maybe I can just quickly fucking do it. I mean, it sucks that I have to, but my wife is gonna fucking kill me. You know what? I gotta call it a stream. I'm gonna go back in the VOD and match it. It's not reading. Is the book shape language? Okay, I'll look into it. I don't mind the contrast though. However, I'll consider it. But yeah, the VOD will have the image, and I'll just match what I did because I like the way it was. Oh, just the rivets? Well, there's rivets in her headpiece, right? And there's rivets on her or something, right? Something about that. So I don't know if I fully agree, but there's geometry to it that I think is a nice contrast. But I'll think about it. All right. All right, I'm going to call it a stream. We will, oh shit. Here, we'll fish out a better thumbnail eventually. Y'all were here. We saw how good it looked. Yeah. Oh, there's a ref. Here, I'll click this thing. Okay, I might incorporate the some of that design. To be honest, that stuff is gobbledygook. I don't like drawing it. That like weird tech that they have. It's good if I sleep on it. Agreed. And it's not the end of the world. But I may hunt it down and make it perfect anyway. All right. Cool. So thumbnail. Ooh, you know, something like that. It's a fun thing. All right. Good night. And I appreciate it. Thanks for the encouragement. And hey, we did a killer one. It's pretty awesome. All right. Catch you later. Adios.